Let me pump. Okay, now the volume's pumped up. Looking fresh. By the way, I just cut my hair. The previous like few videos I was wearing a cap because there's this. Look at this. So I tried cutting my own hair with an electric razor for the first time ever, and kind of botched it. But otherwise, dude, looking fresh as fuck. And yeah, I became a grandmaster, as you can see, like in the top left right here. Became a grandmaster yesterday. I was really tired. Didn't feel like recording myself. I failed one trial, but the second trial I made it. It went 2-1. So I won the first one, lost the second one, and then won the first one, and the third one, and I became a grandmaster. And boom, lo and behold, I'm actually the number 17 Heavencraft player in the world, ranked by Class India Unlimited. So that's a huge shit. So now I'm moving over to rotation because I want to get the 2 grandmaster title. You know, just like as much as I hate this guy, like McGregor, right? Got one strap over 145 and then the other strap 155. I know he stripped off his title at 145 because Max Holloway is currently the champ in 145, and man, that guy's gonna be on top for a long time. Yeah, before I get too distracted and start speaking UFC, I should probably go and just show you guys my deck for rotation format. And I'm playing Dragoncraft. Because I only put 2. Yeah, I actually feel it's enough to have 2 of this. Yeah, I mean I have 3 Azida Hakas in total, but just by opening card packs. So I realized that probably this is the cheapest because of my luck in the draws to make the deck, and I already had all the other cards that are required. So Hakil is Raphael, Bahamut, Frenzied Drake. This is kind of like a must-have if you are currently playing in the rotation format. If you're playing in the Unlimited, though, I don't think even Dragoncraft is anywhere near the top tier. At best, ramp in the Unlimited format will be, I must say, high as it can go, 2nd tier. But looking at it and how the playstyle is going around about Dirt Rune, Havencraft for me, and the OTK Forest Crutch, OTK Roach Forest Craft. Goodness, I hate that deck so much that I can't even pronounce it. And just looking at that Unlimited decks and the current, like, easily top 3 decks in my opinion. Maybe Blood Aggro as well, up there in top 3, top 4. Dragoncraft is barely seen anywhere, man. I think every single time I fight a Dragoncraft, unless I'm really bricking really hard, I don't lose at all in Unlimited with my Heavencraft deck. Heavenly Knight Jin, Beacon of Salvation, Wing Sentinel Garuda, so it's an aggro Haven deck. Yeah, but this is a very important card to have. Deal X damage to all other followers, X equals to the number of Dragoncraft cards in your hand. So I mean Lucifer is no more in this expansion, and there's still a bunch of cards that are Dragoncraft, and I think this is the card that a lot of people don't put inside the decks, and I don't know why, because I feel this is arguably one of the best cards right now to have. Actually, even when this was first announced, I actually see a lot of potential in this card. It's just that, unfortunately, how the nature of the playstyle, with a lot of aggro, back then it was aggro shadow, now it's aggro blood, blah blah blah, it doesn't seem much success. And I didn't put any Grimmer as well because I noticed that in the rotation format, people don't play aggro as much, you know, and if anything, they play a lot of, I'm gonna say, mid-range to control. That's the trend that I've been seeing. Maybe aside from the fact that Burn has the ability to pretty much last the entire game except for the later rounds, but that or Swordcraft are the 2 most aggressive playstyles currently available in this meta in the rotation format. So I didn't put Grimmer, and Frenzied Drake pretty much does the same thing, and it's only at a cost of 9. So Blazing Breath does perfectly fine, and I didn't put 3, like I said, because I don't feel there's such an immense pressure in the earlier rounds in the rotation format. So I just put 2, and I feel that is so far very sufficient. And everything else is just the same. You got the Sibyl, another must-have, Draconic Fervor, another must-have, and Zeus obviously, and I put 3 Zeus on top of 2 Azita Haka because Zeus just has more utilities in my opinion. You got Storm, you got Bane, you got Ward, standing at a 5 and 10. That's really solid stats, and obviously with the fact that Zahakil can summon Zeus and basically abuse that Bane, Storm, and Ward. Actually, Ward doesn't play anything, but it really utilizes the effect of Bane having a 5/10. That's a very good one card remover, if I were to say that. So yeah, not bad. I managed to keep all the explanations in under 10 minutes because I realized, and that's with a little bit of UFC talk, you know. See, I'm gonna get my other strap right here. I'm gonna get my rotation. I wanna flex that shit on the kids. But yeah, but I think I was just so surprised. Maybe because with the fact that a lot of people might play the rotation first over the unlimited, and maybe that's the reason why I could be on top. In the top hundreds. Actually, if you look at, I actually just checked my ranking yesterday, and I'm actually in the top 400 yesterday, as of yesterday. I don't know whether people have climbed today, because I think a lot of the people that plays this game, they want to pretty much climb only at the end of the month for some reason, so suddenly everything just scales really quickly. So I could be at the top 400 right now. If I don't play it, maybe I'll just drop slowly to 500, and then maybe I'll slowly drop to 550, and then up until the last week, that's when I suddenly will drop all the way down to like 1.5k to 2000. I mean, it's safe to say that I will most probably be granted the 10 free packs, I think, easily. The other one, because the first to top 100 players, you will get, I believe it's 200 vials or something like that, and then 20 card packs, and 1 Star Series Globe or something like that is the one that whatever you're choosing, you can make the card animated, and that shit is just broken, you know. It's like, there's so many cards that I wish I would have been animated, and I've never became like the top 100 before because there's just too much grind. It's like almost the top 100 I think are people who actually stream and they're in Japan and they actually make money. They can make it their full-time jobs, you know. If that is my full-time job, I'll gladly grind my ass off, you know. But that's not the case. It's yeah, a lot of players who are English because pretty much don't watch Shadowverse, and even if they do, they will actually just watch the Japanese ones, because at the end of the day, even if you don't listen to my explanation but you've been playing this game for a long ass time, I'm pretty sure you can pretty much get the gist of whatever that these people are trying to teach you. So yeah, really starting. But yeah, I'm very happy and I'm very glad that I can be doing this, because as I'm just doing nothing at home, if I'm just playing and I'm not doing shit, I feel feels like I'm wasting so much time. So at least this kind of like gives me a purpose. And if you know though, because I'm recording on my phone, because my Mac is shit, like it can't record and play at the same time. Actually it can, but it's kinda laggy, and I'm feeling way more comfortable playing in my phone, because that's where I usually play my game, because I usually would play the game and I would watch YouTube, or I would be listening to podcasts, or I'll be watching Netflix. So yeah, I mean, if I play and then I have to just play, it's a little bit boring. I like to multitask, and I can't multitask because it's not like this is kind of one of those games like Tekken or Street Fighter where I gotta have both my hands on the joystick or the console all the time, and then I gotta watch whatever that is going on for even the split second can cost me the match, you know. It's not like that. Like, I can actually chill out, sleep, get a shut eye for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then I wake up again, and then I look at the situation on the board. I kind of try to remember what the guy has played, and then that's pretty much all that I need to do, you know. It's a Gucci gang on that thing. Why the hell do I say Gucci gang? Let's go. I wanted to drop down this Bahamut, but this guy might be playing the Crystalia Lily. the card is really good, especially in this expansion. You don't have Rhino, your playstyle in terms of what you can finish your opponents off with. It's really less compared to what you can do in the unlimited format. So, and especially with the fact that there's so many expansions before this one that just seems so very damn underwhelming for Forest Craft. So the fact that the rotation only takes the 5 latest expansions, that basically just removes, like I said, Crystalia Lily, there you go, that basically just removes a lot of the utility cards that you might have inside the original Forest Craft decks. So now if you just want to know what kind of playstyle that the current Forest Craft usually tends to show, it's the 9 times out of 10. No, it's not 9 times out of 10. It's not 8 times out of 10. I know that's like my favorite ratio number, 8 times out of 10, but I think it's either gonna be playing Elephant King Elephant, or Beauty and the Beast. There's really no other playstyle that I've seen. I've seen Aggro Forest Craft, but it's really one of those playstyles where if you get the curve, you basically win the game. But if you don't, it's just there's no easy way of coming out of that spot. And I guess it's a plus and minus, you know, like always.
It won't be long now.
But yeah, this King Elephant deck is actually pretty good, because you just need to like focus really hard on defending. And Crystalia Lily is at 6, Cassiopeia is at 6. By turn 7, like what you just saw just now, Crystalia Lily and then Airborne Barrage or Nature's Guidance, or Cassiopeia and then Airborne Barrage and Nature's Guidance. So left and right you have your options. And Elf Queen is also a card that people don't really see, because Elf Queen is more kind of like a chill, laid back kind of style, where it's a defensive card basically, and you don't really, yeah. So this Airborne Barrage and everything else is just about keeping his hands full, so that by the time King Alvin gets into his hand, he can just whip it out and basically just kill you off. Because you okay, one of the playstyles that I've seen is either just King Elephant and then just let it be, or some people actually play King Elephant, evolve it, and then usually that can easily become 11 or at least 10, and then play Arid with the remaining PP that you have. Because the King Elephant that I'm speaking of is the one that will be reduced to 0 cost because of White Wolf of the something. Is the 8 cost 4/4 rush, last word, next turn draw one of your highest cost Forest Craft card, and then change the cost to 0. So that is the card that I'm speaking of. God damn, my hand's breaking pretty hard.
Hear the dragons roar.
And the only reason I don't want to switch up really quickly, because this guy has an Elf Queen in his hand. So this deck is actually incredibly annoying right now. Yeah, this healing potential is way higher than Dragoncraft, because Elf Queen, or maybe just Forest Craft in general, you use a lot of fairies. You use, and in this case, this guy is playing Goblin Princess, so it's very easy to stack up on his on his shadows, and then when the time comes and he feels like it, then he just whip it up, and then he heals back whatever health that he was losing. So yeah, with the brambles, this guy might be, I don't know, man. I mean, it's a really long, arduous challenge, and I think this is the most annoying thing about playing in rotation as of recently, is because like the playstyle is getting slower and slower. I know I complain with like aggro and everything else, but what's so good about playing with aggro and against aggro is the fact is the fact of the matter of the fact of the matter is that each and every single of your match is shorter in general, and that's pretty much, even if you lose, you can win one back, win about like 5 minutes, and that is way less compared to a freaking, this is easily 10 minutes already, you know, just fighting this one forest craft. And yeah, so King Elephant, I'm basically just waiting here, sitting patiently for this guy to drop his King Elephant. And but I think if the moment he drops his King Elephant, I'm pretty much screwed, because he either can have King Elephant, Ariat, or King Elephant and then King Elephant again. Pretty much the same left right, I will lose anyway. And don't you forget that this guy is already at 13 shadows. And let me remind you again that this guy has Elf Queen in his hand. Yeah, that's the kind of shit I'm dealing with in this matchup.
So sorrowful.
I don't know, man. No matter how effective it is, unless I'm playing in a competition where I really need to win the game, I just don't give a shit. I just play a deck that can have a lower win rate but a faster average match time, rather than what is this, guys? Only 900. Come on, man. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to me. You know what's even worse? This guy's gonna wait until I draw myself out. Hey, Chase. I have to crack my ankle. Oh my goodness, that feels good.
I am the Father, the God of all. Thunderbolts!
Thunderbolts, yes. Yeah, just in case he has King Elephant. But the thing is, he can't OTK me, because the highest that you can go with King Elephant, I believe, is 10. Oh shit, you can. Yeah, he can. Yeah. No wait, actually the first turn, I think you can. Yeah, you can do 10 actually. But the thing is, yeah, there you go, boom. Oh my goodness. And my room is incredibly dusty. This is easily one of the most annoying. I'm not even using my brain to play right now. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped down Bahamut, but I really don't give a shit. Right now, this is easily one of the longest matches that I've ever had. And it's not because we are stalling. None of us is stalling. Like, we are actually playing. But this is just how slow the match is going, and damn it, man.
Fighting is so sorrowful.
If this guy still has like an Airbound Barrage or Nature's Guidance, I got a feeling that this guy's trying to wait until I run out of cards, and then that's it. Start me off. What does he want? He doesn't draw shit. Okay, so he draws out. He used up all of his Crystalliality. Still got 3 on my Zeus. I believe I still have my Azidahaka, like both of the copies. I still got my Dragoon Sider. So even if I just play it like the most brainless one, just throwing out Zeus one a turn, that will be enough. Yeah, I got a feeling this guy doesn't have any plans, because he is now burning all of his hands. Yeah, he's burning all of his hands, so it's not gonna be King Elephant either. Because King Elephant actually requires you to have a lot of cards in your hand. Yeah, so my goodness, this is a painful one, dude. I think this video is just gonna be one match of this, and I'm gonna upload it. And I need to make the thumbnail as well. Making the thumbnail, even though it's not that difficult, I don't have the knack, I don't have the patience actually to make thumbnails. I'm just not a very artsy person. I like storytelling and all that shit, but drawing and all this stuff, that's just not my shit. I got a feeling this guy is waiting for me to draw out. And not the best deck, I think, because just like the same theory and the same fact that I just stated, which is
Will live on.
it's too slow. I don't think it's worth it to like wait out one whole match that goes for 15 minutes to 20 minutes. You can play one Dota, one League of Legends or whatever. They can surrender at the same time that this is going. I'm gonna see how you deal with these.
Come on!
Yeah, still got my Azzy the Haka like I said. So I'm chilling right here. If he might have, okay, Jungle Warden, but I ain't surprised. If anything, he's blowing off all his resources.
Soon we'll be reunited.
Okay, yep, no biggie. Unless this motherfucker got another elf boom. And they'll just be, come on man, why? It's like, do you have to do this? This might actually be a good idea to like split up my resources evenly.
For you.
If I get Azzy the Haka off this, my Jesus, alright.
There's still no match from this.
If I get Azzy the Haka next turn and this guy can clear off just one of my 2-2, that's GG for them. Holy shit, he got a Bahamut up. I believe I still should have Dragoon Cider. Quite a couple of them. If I don't get those cards.
This song's for you.
If I don't get a Dragoon Cider. Are you serious? Is this how I'm gonna lose? What the heck? With 3 cards left, is this how? So pissed, man. Have I actually used all that? Okay, so there's a King Elephant. Oh my god.
You're a solid fighter.
So that's his plan, maybe. Just do Bahamut and then King Elephant 7. That's an OTK condition right there. But wow, the patience you gotta have to play that deck and to play against that deck. So yeah. I'm gonna upload this one. Bye bye.